Yo, what's up, everybody? Another day, another weekend, another blessing. Man, oh man, oh man. I hope y'all been doing well. I'm back with another episode of Get It Together with Big Ma. And again, I bring you greetings and blessings to you everywhere around the world, whatever time it is, whatever day it is that you're listening to this. I thank you. I appreciate you. I love you. And let's get into it. How y'all been feeling, man? How y'all been feeling? We made it through another hurricane, Hurricane Milton. It really ripped through Central Florida. Actually, we got a little wind. We didn't even lose power here. We got some rain and we got some wind, and that was it. That was really it, man. I ended up going to the gym. you know, I got a free day off of work and I went to the gym, and that was that. I enjoyed it. But praying for everyone that was affected, that was in its path, that may have lost power, may have um lost a home, or whatever it is, whatever may have happened. I haven't read about any fatalities. I'm not sure. But I'm just prayers to everybody, man. Prayers to everybody. It's been a crazy hurricane season for sure. And the weather's getting cooler. Temperature's starting to drop in the morning times, warms up in the afternoon. But we getting slowly but surely, we getting to that cold weather, that cold season. And speaking of seasons, that's what I want to talk about. Loving people through the seasons. Because let me tell you something. I don't care what type of dealings that you have with somebody. I don't care if it's a relationship. I don't care if it's a friendship. I don't care if it's a partnership, if you're in the business together. I don't care what it is. You will not always be able to bring 100% to the table. I feel like we got to give people grace because we don't know what they may be dealing with personally and internally. They may be dealing with God knows what. And we got to be careful because if we're not careful, then we may tarnish, we may burn a bridge, we may tarnish something that's important, that means something to us, simply because of the fact that we are not appreciating. Well, I shouldn't even say appreciating. We're not taking heed and being considerate of one's feelings and what they may be going through, because a lot of times people will not talk directly to you about what they may be going through, and that's okay. Sometimes people want to deal with things by themselves. Sometimes people feel like they're being a burden to you, and they don't want to bring all their problems and just spring up on you, and then make you feel like you have to deal with their problems and it's your issue. And they feel guilty about that, so they don't like doing that. A lot of people are self-conscious about the information that they share with you, and making you feel like, like I said, it's their problem, and you are in charge in fixing it because the relationship that you have. I mean, and it's good to have people around in your life that are in your circle that are consciously aware of not making you feel away, but at the same time, they have to realize that you're a safe haven. Hopefully they view you like that. But, you know, regardless, some people just don't share things, and we all deal with things differently. Some people shut down, some people don't communicate with you. They stop texting you, they stop calling you. They kind of disappear, or it feels that way, like they disappeared. And, you know, that's just the way that they cope with whatever they're going through. Some people, their attitude, their energy, everything seems heightened. They're more irritable. They tend to be snappy. They tend to just have a change of moods. It's up and down, and it's unpredictable, and that sucks. A lot of people just can't handle their emotions. They don't know how to navigate their emotions through a tough time. Therefore, it kind of spreads out into their work and into their relationships that they have, and the things that they think and the things that they say. And that's completely normal too. Um, but yeah, we have to, just give people more grace, more time, more patience. And when they aren't seeming like they are themselves, I have a word of advice for you. When you are going through something, there's two things that you can do. Well, really three things. Um, I say two for me because I only do two things. It's either if I'm dealing with something, I tell the people that are closest to me, or I tell a person that's close to me. I vent to them about it, or I don't vent to them about it and I talk to God about it. And I say three things because those two things, and then also, you know, you just completely shut down and try to deal with it yourself. You don't talk to anybody, you don't consult God, um, which is the wrong move. But, some people, they don't consult God at all. And like I said, some people just do those three things, and that sucks. But we got to realize that we are not all the same in that aspect. We all handle things differently in terms of grief, or in terms of a loss of job, or you may lose a house, you may lose a car, you may get into a car accident, you may be sick, and you may not feel like yourself when you on your way to recovery. You may end a relationship that's been a long-term relationship, and you never seen it coming. You thought that you guys will last forever. You may lose your childhood friend, and not to death or anything, but you guys may just go your separate ways because of whatever. Or you may fall out, and it's brutal. You know, it's just, you just don't know. People have self-esteem issues. People began to look at themselves differently because they're not happy with themselves, and they compare themselves to other people, to celebrities that they see, or actors, or people that they see in the supermarket, and they start disliking who they are on the outside, which affects them on the inside. They get unhappy about where they are in life, their position in life, and I mean the list goes on and on, right? But yeah, it's it sucks. It definitely sucks. And but yeah, like I said, man, you just have to be aware, you know. Um, but also when you do see someone that you care about that aren't seemingly like themselves, I mean, you can ask them, "Hey, is everything okay?" Um, I've noticed, I've noticed, a change in the way that you've been acting lately. Is everything okay? If you don't want to talk to me about it, that's cool. I respect that. But just please know that I'm here for you if you ever need to talk, if you ever need to vent, or if you want, or if you feel like you desperately need some advice. And if I can offer that advice, then I will do so to the best of my ability. Just give them kind words, and just help them. Just help them help themselves. By doing this with people, it kind of just helps them calm down a little bit, in my opinion, because now they know that they have someone there for them, but that person that's there for them also respects that if they don't want to talk, and also respects the fact that they may need space, and it's not anything personal. And if you are going through something, if you are that person, then I advise you to let people know, like, hey, I am not feeling myself right now. I've been going through some things. You don't have to share what you're going through, but yeah, I've been going through some things, and I'm just not myself. And you have to excuse me, forgive me even. Um, but I want you to know that it's not anything personal. It's not you. And if I'm doing something or saying things or acting a certain way that's making you feel that way, then I do apologize for that also. And I will try to do better at that. I just can't handle my emotions. Boom. That's all you have to do is communicate. And what people are lacking these days, is communication. People think that communication is automatically just telling their business, telling their feelings, telling everything that they are going through word for word in detail. Sometimes communication just looks like, hey man, I'm not myself today. Can you say a prayer for me? I don't want to talk about what's going on. That's between me and God. But I apologize. But yeah, please look out for me. On the prayer line. Put a put a prayer in for me. And just give me grace. That's it. Please and thank you. And boom. That's it. That's all that it that's all that it has to be. That is all that it has to be. That's all that it should be, in my opinion. That's it. But, unfortunately, like I said, we are now influenced by social media. We're influenced by music. We're influenced by reality shows. And, therefore we take the wrong approach in dealing with people on either end, whether we're on the receiving end of someone acting a certain way, or if we are the ones that are going through something and we aren't acting like our normal selves around people. And we see things in the media and we think that we should handle it by just handling it by ourselves, and no one's there for me. And it's so much that people think and we inherit. But I tell people all the time, have a heart. If you love somebody and care for someone, then just be considerate of what you share and just communicate with them. Communicate with them, talk with them. And, you can leave it at that, like I always say. But if you do decide to vent to people, if you do end up coming out and saying, all right, man, this is what's going on. I just need someone to talk to. Be vulnerable if you're going to do that. Don't hold back. Be vulnerable. If you decide to go into detail with everything that you're sharing with a person, then by all means go into detail, but make sure that you are giving them everything. If you're going to give them everything, give them everything. And by that I mean don't leave out how it's affecting you mentally. Don't leave out what you've been saying to yourself and how you're feeling, and don't be afraid to say, I don't know where to go from here. Don't be afraid to be vulnerable, fully transparent. you know Trust people. Trust people so that they can trust you, so that they can help you. They may not physically be able to help you, but they people that care about you, they will do their best to help you, and you will feel it, you will know it, you will feel safe, you will feel confident. And yeah, be vulnerable. There have been plenty of times where I've had to have conversations with people when I've been the one that's been, I've been going through things. If I've lost someone, or I lost a job, or if I'm behind on bills, and or if I feel like if I'm not moving at a pace that I like in life and in reaching my goals, there's been times where I haven't been myself and I haven't been giving all of my relationships 100% of me. Um, and I felt bad about that. And there's been times where I've had to be vulnerable and communicate and not feel embarrassed because of thinking maybe the person that I'm communicating to is living their best life and I'm behind. You know, I had to get rid of that feeling. I've had to get rid of feeling like I'm being judged. I had to get rid of that feeling of feeling like, you know what, this person doesn't want to hear from me, man. They got stuff going on. And you know, I just was upfront with them, like, I'm going through something right now, man. Do you mind if I talk to you about it? If not, that's cool. You're busy. You have your own life. You don't have to sit and talk with me. You don't have to listen to me. You're entitled to saying no. But if you do have the time, if you do feel like you have the energy to listen to me talk about how I feel, then here it is. Boom. And you feel so much better when you get it out, man. You feel so much better when you get out how you've been feeling and what you've been going through, to the point where I won't say almost, you may have found a solution just by getting it out, because you see everything clearer. Um and also just talking to God. And I don't mean waiting to go to a church or going to a pastor and having some type of, like private meeting set up. No, 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 no. I mean, driving on the way to work or in the shower or sitting on the couch or even at an event, you just saying it to yourself. It doesn't matter, man. When you are feeling some type of way, the beauty of knowing God and having God is that you can talk to him whenever you need to. You don't have to wait. You don't have to be in a certain area. You don't have to be around certain people. You can pray. You can talk to God. You can go to God whenever, whatever time. It doesn't matter because he's always ready to listen. He's always ready to help. He's always ready to calm the waters that are around you when you get in those troubled seasons. And that's the beauty of knowing him. That's the beauty of him. Just him being able to just be there all the time. You have to call a friend. You have to, or text a friend. You have to go see a friend. You have to maybe schedule a time where you can talk to somebody. Not with him, and that's just, like I said, you have to know God to understand that that feeling is awesome. Just thinking about it, just talking about it just is giving me a warm, comforting feeling right now. just doing this, just talking about it, man, and just giving this advice is making me feel just an unexplainable feeling, man. Only way I can really explain it is just giving me warmth. But yeah, we got to give people grace. Sometimes someone's 100% may look like 25. And that's just that. And if you love a person, you'll understand. If I can only give you 35% right now, I'm giving you all of this 35%. I am giving you 100% of this 35%. I'm gonna say that one more time. If I can only give you 35%, I'm giving you 100% of this 35%. All of it. This is all I have right now, and I'm going to give you all of this because I love you and I care about you. But some people aren't that way. But if you aren't, you have to find your way to getting that way. And if all else fails, just say, hey, I need some time. I just need a couple of days. I need a week or so to just handle some things mentally. Just me and God. Um, I'm fine. I'm not going to harm myself or anything. I'm just going through something. And please forgive me. Just respect my decision of not wanting to share it. But hey, I just need some time. I love you. It's not you. It is me. 100%. And I don't want to be here right now in this present moment, not giving you all of this 35%. I want to give you 100% of 100, But even if I'm only at 15 right now and I can't give you 100% of this 15. I'm sorry. That's that. Love people through the seasons, man. Love people through the seasons. Give them grace. You never know when you may need that same grace because life is unpredictable. Okay? Stay prayed up. I love you guys so much, man. Thank you for all the support across the board, from my social media accounts to this podcast in person. I love all of you, but I especially love who loves me, and I love God. You should too. Okay? Have an awesome week. Don't forget to tap in on all my social media handles, and we're going to see y'all next time, man. God bless. Peace.